I just want to thank you again, Boston, because you helped us raise over $600,000 in 2 days for Boston Children's Hospital.
For more than 10 years, radio personality Erin O'Malley has supported Boston Children's Hospital by running the marathon and raising much-needed funds during the Mix 104.1 Radiothon. Little did she know that she, her husband, and her newborn Gabriel would need the hospital in their darkest hours.
I had to have an emergency C-section, and so they said they just had to check him out and that they would bring him to us in an hour and a half or so.
I decided to go find him. So I just walked out the door and started asking people where he was, and they pointed me to the NICU.
At first they were saying that he was having seizures and that he needed to have a head CT to find out what was causing the seizures. He was also having apnea, where moments where he wasn't breathing. When I heard the news, I said, we're going to Boston Children's, because I knew that if anybody could help him and save him, it was Boston Children's.
The doctors at Children's saved Gabriel. He had suffered a major stroke on the left side of his brain, and he remained at the hospital for 2 weeks.
They said we were going to start with early intervention to help him strengthen the right side because he had weakness on his right side from the stroke.
But at 5 months old, Gabriel had a setback.
He threw his hands up and kind of jolted his head up, and his eyes went up, and it was just for a split second, and there were about 10 of them in a row.
But then he started to have seizures, and he went through probably 4 or 5 different regimens of anticonvulsant medications.
When they started again, it was like, wow. We get the rug pulled out from under us once again. Thought he was going to be okay, and here we are again. So it was scary.
None of the medications completely stopped the seizures, and brain surgery became the only viable solution.
Having constant seizures really delays the developmental progress. And so the real trigger for why he needed to have surgery, and we needed to try to schedule it quickly, was that he was not developing as well as we hoped he would be.
The left side of Gabriel's brain was causing the seizures and needed to be separated from the right. To prepare for this very complex surgery, Dr. Madsen and his team used groundbreaking 3D technology to make copies of Gabriel's actual brain. The models were made of soft plastic, which allowed the doctor to rehearse how he would cut into the structure of the brain.
I was able to walk up to these parents before the surgery and say, here, look, yesterday I practiced Gabriel surgery. And that was really a very exciting moment for me.
It all paid off.
Gabriel made a great comeback right after the surgery. And within hours of surgery, that kid was kicking his right foot, moving his arm, to the point that Dr. Madsen said, this is amazing. Dr. Madsen, if he needed a kidney, I got it. Like, whatever that man needs, he is a good, good man. And we are so blessed to have him. He's like part of our family.
What's important with epilepsy surgery is the presence of a team that can take care of all of the various issues that come up with each one of these children. And I'm privileged to have the chance to work with, I think, the best team in the world.
Now, Gabriel can continue his development free from the seizures that hindered him.
He has occupational therapy twice a week. He has physical therapy once a week. Gabe couldn't even hold his head up well before surgery, and now he rolls all over the place. He's sitting on his own. He's getting into eating. He's learning to put weight on his legs to walk, and we are so excited. He's our little miracle. Such a fighter.
It's all part of another comeback story at Boston Children's Hospital.
To get the best care for your child, which I'm sure every father wants, that there's only one place to go, and that's Boston Children's.
There's no better place to give your money, I can tell you that. I've donated here since we started Radiothon well over a decade ago, every single month, never thinking I would end up needing it. But I can tell you that miracles happen here. My son is one of them.